There's a room in this house that no one was ever supposed to go into. Not because it was haunted. Not because something happened there. Just because it didn't belong to anyone. Until it did. When we moved in, the realtor told us. 3 bedrooms, but one's really more of a storage space. No windows. Kinda weird. My mom nodded. Didn't even open the door. For most of my life, the room stayed locked. No key. No questions. We just called it the back room. Like it was a part of the house that didn't want to be remembered. When I turned 16, my mom got sick. Not suddenly. Not dramatically. Just a slow fade. She was light. And the light dimmed over months. After she passed, I stayed in the house alone. Didn't feel right, but also didn't feel wrong. It just felt empty. A few weeks later, I heard a sound. Coming from the back room. I thought maybe a rat. Or pipes. But when I went to check, the door was unlocked. Inside. Nothing. No furniture. No storage. Just dust and air. And a small circle of pressed-down floor in the middle. As if someone had been sitting there. For a while. I closed the door and walked away. But the next morning, the circle was wider. The dust moved. Like a breeze had passed through. In a room with no windows. I told myself I imagined it. But it kept happening. The smell of lavender. Her perfume. A humming sound. Her favorite song. Always at 3:17 a.m. One night, I waited by the door. No flashlight. No camera. Just me. And whatever was on the other side. At 3:17 a.m., the knob turned. Just slightly. Like someone forgot they weren't alive anymore. I opened the door. She wasn't there. Of course. But the room was warmer. Like it had remembered her body heat. That night, I slept in the room. On the floor. No blanket. When I woke up, I was holding her old locket. The one she swore she lost years ago. I hadn't put it there. I started writing letters to her. Leaving them in that room. The next day they'd be gone. Not every time. But enough. And in their place, things I forgot she had. A photo of us at the lake. Her hair tie. The spoon she always used for tea. Sometimes, I hear her laugh from the hallway. Not loud. Just a breath. Like she's still amused by something I said last week. I asked the new mailman once. Do you believe a house can hold a person? He said. Only if someone's still holding on. One morning, I opened the door. And there was a chair. Her chair. The one she always read in. How it got there, I don't know. But I sat in it. And cried until my ribs hurt. A month later, the room was empty again. Not even dust. Just peace. Like whatever had been visiting. Had finished saying goodbye. I locked the door again. Not out of fear. Out of love. Some rooms aren't meant to be entered every day. But knowing there is enough. My name is Tessa. And this is the story of the room she was never in. And never really left.